Hello and welcome. Today we are going to discuss some topics in ecology. So, first, I will start with genetic bottleneck. You can see the neck of the bottle is very narrow. So, this is true for any ecological conditions such as a disaster. So, a bottleneck, as I said, is very narrow, and if any disaster happens, that acts as a bottleneck so that very few individuals can escape out of it to the glass shown in the picture. So, this I hope this picture itself is very self explanatory. There is a different types of genes in a population. Gene diversity is very high in a population usually, and but in adverse incidents, this gene diversity can get reduced, the number of individuals can get reduced. So this picture itself is very much self-explanatory. So incidents such as earthquake or something like volcanic eruptions or something, any drastic event which can happen in a population can contribute to such conditions. So what are the major effects of the bottleneck? That is, first thing is the change in gene frequencies. So usually in a established population, the gene frequency will be high. So that is affected by this type of bottlenecks, and a decline in the genetic variation. Usually there will be different types of alleles for a particular character in a population, in an established population, but that number of alleles also can go reducing because many individuals with such different alleles can die or cannot survive severe situations. So even such alleles can go missing after a bottleneck event. And another thing is the change in population size. The population size very much reduces, and very few individuals survive a bottleneck event. So these are the major things that a bottleneck causes into a population. And of course, there is a recovery phase in some certain cases. That means even after a bottleneck incident, the population can still survive with the minimalistic number of individuals who survived. That is called recovery phase, and a perfect example of the recovery due to bottleneck can be shown in the case of northern elephant seal. In 1890, they were just 20 in number due to overhunting by humans, but these surviving 20 individuals could make up to as high as 30,000 in the present day. Maybe some conservation effects must have taken place, but still recovery is possible in even in natural conditions also, unless they are further not affected by such the same causes. And the second concept I want to discuss here is founder effect. So when a new population is established in a vacant habitat, a new habitat, so usually this happens when a new colonizer or a new individual comes, migrates, immigrates to a new area, and that those minimal number of people will propagate to establish a larger population in that new area. So due to this, genetic variation of this newly established population is entirely depending upon the genotype of the first colonist. Whomever comes first, their genes will be more prevalent in that newly established population. A perfect example of this founder effect can be shown in the case of the Afrikaner population of humans in South Africa. In 1652, 20 immigrants landed in Africa. So out of this 20, one individual had a disease called Huntington disease, and the Huntington disease allele propagated in this population, and when they reached higher in number, now if you see the population contains more individuals with the disease of Huntington disease. Okay, so that's a perfect example for the founder effect. So if you have any doubts, you can comment in the comments section, and keep watching. I'll be posting more ecology lessons, chapters for CSIR examination. Ecology is a very important topic for CSIR examination, so you should focus on ecology, developmental biology, biochemistry, molecular biology, and evolution, etc. These are the core areas of the examination, so you should be thorough in these basic. You should have basic understanding, then you should have deeper level of understanding. So the lesson which I taught you is very basic. Keep watching.